morning. Today I wanted to discuss my journey with addiction. So, addiction for me really began, I would say, when I was around 10 years old, from 10 years onwards. Up until then, I had a pretty regular, childhood. I had my struggles, I had my issues, especially on the social side of things. But for the most part, I was just a regular child. I had the childlike curiosity. I was excited. And I was just really curious. I wanted to learn about the world and all of that, and I had a sense of adventure. I think we all have a sense of adventure as a child, that this certain spontaneity, just this excitement where every day is just something magical, that gets trained out of us as we grow up, right? So up until I was around 10 years old, oh wow. You guys can see that, but I just saw a brown snake on the road. I think I almost ran it over. Wow. Getting back. When I was around 10 years old, that's when I really started to get more into gaming. At the time, I had a Nintendo DS, and I was got very much into handheld gaming. And of course, that's also when I got my first PlayStation, PS3, I think. Yeah, PS3. When I was around 10 years old. So yeah, I got very much into gaming because I always struggled to make friends at school. I tended to be very much on the shy side, introverted, isolated. Like I had a few groups and acquaintances that I would sort of hang around, people at school, but for the most part I always felt very awkward, very shy, very just isolated myself, really. So like instead of when I got home, I would do my schoolwork, all of that. I was always good at academically, but like for example, instead of going home, doing my work, and then going and hanging around with friends, I didn't have any people outside of school to really hang around. So I just tended to entertain myself with just playing video games, and eventually that sort of transitioned into PC gaming. And yeah, throughout my teenage years I was very much addicted to gaming. Like it was, whenever I would come home from school, that was all I would think about doing. And the interesting thing with me was I was not even into multiplayer games. I was always only into really single player, especially open world RPGs, sandbox titles where you can really immerse yourself in the game world. Because it got to the point where I felt like this the real world, had nothing to offer me, and that it was just boring, dull, and just there was nothing here for me. So I would always immerse myself into the game worlds and just spend hours and hours and hours, every single day, every single week, just spending time on video games. And yeah, I had a lot of games that I enjoyed. I don't regret all of it. I had a few happy memories, but overall, I was spending so much time focusing on the game world that I wasn't even focusing anything much on myself in real life and what I really want. I haven't quit video games to this day. I've gotten to the point now where I definitely would not say I'm addicted to video games. Like in the last month, for example, I've not played any games. Like I'll play maybe like an hour here, an hour there. Like over the past few months, I've averaged maybe like 3 hours a week on the max. Like it's really nothing. And I think unlike many other addictions, video games aren't that bad in and of itself. It depends really how you use it. Like I think if you manage to play video games in moderation, I think it's fine. And I have a game I'm playing right now that I haven't played it in the last month, but I probably will pick it up again in the future. I think having something like that, it's all right. It depends, again, person to person. And video games, I don't see necessarily anything much wrong with gaming as such. It's just when it takes over your life so completely. After video games came the worst addiction that I've experienced apart from PMO, apart from porn. I started to get very much into just wasting a lot of time on YouTube and the internet. I've always been a very curious person, so I always like to, when I'll think of something that I want to find out, I'm interested in I've always been interested in just gathering useless facts and downloading them into my brain, basically. I don't remember all of them, but if you ask me about certain things, I'll remember a lot of things. Like I've always been very interested, for example, in geography. So I used to do a lot of online geography quizzes. Like if you asked me today, for example, to name every single country on the world map, I can do that. I can confidently do that. And maybe if you interested, maybe I'll do that in a future video. Like I've always been that guy that just memorizes the world map. I'm trying to memorize as many world capitals for each country, all of that. I've always been interested in memorizing facts and statistics, all of that. So I spend a lot of time going on the internet, researching, reading articles about things I'm interested in. I also would waste a lot of time on YouTube, and YouTube is honestly the biggest addiction that still affects me to this day. I mean, like last 2 days I've been very busy. I've got a big assignment due today, which is almost finished. But man, I've just wasted so much bloody time, like just having a YouTube tab, opening a new YouTube tab countless times, whether it be checking notifications and just searching for crap to watch. I mean, that's the reason I'm still on YouTube. I mean, I've deleted my YouTube accounts, my channels a few times in the past, wanted to get rid of it, but I've always found myself coming back because there's still so much good stuff on there. So that's something I'm still working on. Then the worst addiction that I ever experienced by far was porn. I didn't start watching porn until I was 16 years old, but very quickly within when I was 16, 17, I descended into the depths of just things that I haven't even talked about yet on this channel, man. Fetishes, and just it really messed up my whole view of sexuality, of women, and man, I will need a whole dedicated video to talk about my porn addiction. And yeah, for the last 5 years, since about 2018 to 2022, since I was about 17, that's what I very quickly within the first year becoming addicted to porn. I became aware that it's something I need to cut out. But yeah, these last 5 years, that's been a real struggle. So yeah, porn was another addiction. Throughout all of that, I would say the last thing that I really became addicted to was junk food, specifically sugary foods, and just a lot of chocolate and ice cream. I've never been a big fan of most lollies and all of that, sugary things, but like especially things involving chocolate, ice cream. Man, I've gorged myself on those things so many times. It's not even funny anymore. Just cakes, chocolate, ice cream. Those are the main things that I've struggled with. And yeah, in the last month, I've really improved a lot with that. I've still been eating stuff like that occasionally, but I've improved a lot. Like December last year, January this year, I would eat I would eat chocolates and ice cream almost every single day. And I started to put on a lot of weight again. I used to be quite overweight, like early last year, but then yeah, throughout 2022, I really got into a good workout routine, and I've reduced my weight a lot. So right now I'm sitting in quite a comfortable weight range. I've still got a little bit of weight carried around in my stomach area, on a little bit of chubbiness. But I'm still definitely in like a healthier weight range. I'm not ultra skinny, I'm not ultra overweight, and yeah, I do want to, I want to up my workout game, going into these next few months, and you'll see more of that as well. So yeah, those are my addictions. Really started off with video games, then went into YouTube and surfing the internet, then it went into pornography, PMO, and of course also junk food and stuff on the side. So the fact that now I'm almost 2 months porn free, tomorrow's the 2 month 60-day mark, the fact that I've reached that is just, it feels amazing, man. And there's going to be more work to do yet. It's not over. See you in the next one.